はい。カタカナのパート4を一緒に勉強しましょう. Now you can see we can write katakana and pato for part in katakana actually now. So this is exciting. We're going to learn ma, mi, mu, me, mo and the contracted sounds, the mya, mu, myo, and so on and so forth. Hya, hyu, hyo, cha, chu, cho. Hai. In the background, we can see the snowboard or half pipe. And this is Hirano Ayumu Senshu. Hirano Ayumu is the one in the air right now, flying around. He's a two-time silver medalist at the Olympics. And then again, we say Senshu for an athlete instead of saying Hirano Ayumu-san or Hirano Ayumu Sensei or whatever. We can say Hirano Ayumu Senshu. はい。では、katakana no ma desu. We can imagine a sort of triangle shape to this. Flat along the top, and then hai, this one. So this does not go through, very importantly, it does not go through at the end. Ichi, ni. And in general, we're looking for this triangle shape. Oh, sumimasen. This triangle shape. So hai, ichi, ni. いいですか? Hai. それがまです。では次、み。We will later see that the sound mi is strongly connected to things of three. So there will be lots of things with so mitsu means three of something, mikka means the third day of the month, and so on and so forth. But in this case, we just have 1, 2, 3, ich, ni, san. The third line is slightly longer than the rest of them, but even if they are almost the same length, you can barely see that this is longer in this textbook font. That's okay, as long as the top or middle isn't longest. In this one, it's kind of a little exaggerated, but yes. 3 lines down to the right. はい。が、みです。1、2、3。はい。み。次、む。Mu is kind of like the flipped opposite of ma, so we have a triangle this way. This is our triangle shape. Mu. 1, 2. So imagine the bottom of this and the bottom of this as lining up. いいですか? So this one comes up slightly and then is returned down. 1, 2. それがむ. And this would be nice if this line, we can imagine like connecting this line together. 1, 2. むです. はい. You can see actually here, but this katakana mu will be a part of lots and lots of kanji as well. So when we talk about how to write kanji, again, we'll often like break down each individual part and tell you, okay, we'll write katakana mu and then katakana no and then katakana and so on and so forth as kind of the parts of kanji in how to describe it. はい。ま、み、む、次はめ。So here's a great example. We write katakana no no, katakana no no, and then this slash, just like with nu. So with nu, we had this. This is the same thing except without this horizontal line on top. 1, 2. 1, 2と書きます。め。め。いいですか? はい。ま、み、む、め。次はも。1, 2. And then that same like rounded square edge. いいですか? 1, 2, 3. So obviously in this case, the most commonly confused thing is hiragana mo. So hiragana mo, we actually wrote it hook and it comes all the way back up. And then 1, 2, we're in the middle of it, so there was this part of the character that extended up to the top. In katakana, it does not go through. Right, so hiragana, we have 1, 2, 3. And in katakana, 1, 2, 3. So not going through, going through. And in this case, the 2 lines are basically the same length. In this case, the second line is longer. And then for hiragana, it comes back up at the end, just like a sheet. Whereas with this one, it's just flat along the bottom. いいですか? はい. There's a couple differences between katakana mo, hiragana mo. ま、み、む、めも. じゃあ、次はや。やです. First stroke is the same as in se. Slightly up and then hooked back. And then we have this angled line down like this. これがやです。Remember again, ひらがなのやがこれですね。1、2、3. So very, very similar. We've just made this like angular, gotten rid of this line. 1、2. すみません。2. 1、2. がやです。やです。And again, if we imagine this as our floor, so we have big ya, like this, and then little ya, like this. So the floor is going to be basically the same. I kind of wrote it through here because I can't control my handwriting very well on the laptop, but it's the top of the character that's going to be different for big ya and little ya. はい。では次。ゆ。ゆ。1、2、1、2と書きます。はい、もう一度。1、2。So second line is out further, both on the left and on the right, as opposed to say ko, right, where these lined up on both edges. So this one does not. Both the beginning and end extend outwards. You can see sometimes on these computer fonts it's not extended out that far. It's a little bit harder to see, but that's what we're looking for the difference between yu and say ko, for example. はい。で、これが大きいゆ。で、小さいゆ。はい。では、次。よ。よ is essentially just a backwards capital E. So, 1、2、3. We always write left to right. There is no such thing as a horizontal right to left stroke in Japanese. So, 1、2、3. Lining up all the way. それがよ。よです。はい。So, カタカナのよ音、小さいや、小さいゆ、小さいよ。Right? Small ya, small yu, small yo. So again, almost effectively the same as with hiragana, except a little bit more flexible in its use than it is in native Japanese words. So we add a half-sized ya, yu, or yo to a character from the I row. So that means ki, gi, shi, ji, chi, ni, hi, bi, pi, mi, and so on and so forth. One of these sounds. So we can't say, take for example, ka and put yo, ya, yu, yo on it, or like tsu or something. That's just not a thing. It's always the ki, gi, shi, ji, chi, ni, hi, bi, pi, mi sounds that we take with ya, yu, yo to combine them together and make a single sound. So let's see if you can read this word here. What are they getting at with this? There's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Well, we have ki plus ya. So now we're getting kya. Then we have a little tsu, which is just going to make, it's not particularly neat writing. And then a big shi. So we know that we get double sh. So the sh sound is going to be long. And then this is a yu here. So shu, cash, cash back. Cash back is cash back, is out of this. So, hi, that's how we can start seeing, okay, this is really used quite a lot. Cash back. Here's another one. We have mi and little ya, and together that makes Myanmar, Myanmar, the country. We haven't learned n yet, but this is, so I'm just telling you what this reads as, but this is Myanmar. Here, we can actually read this character, so instead of mya, now we have mi with little u, and therefore, musical. Musical, which is this. Manicure, manicure, which is a manicure. Manicure. And then here, so just shi with little yo is how we write sho. Shortcake, which is short cake. And I've never understood why they call it short cake, because it's not particularly short, but that's what we call it in English as well, so it's a problem with the English name. Shortcake. Right. So that's how we can get ya, yu, yo in katakana. はい。じゃあ頑張りましょう。